They told her, "You need a home and we need a mommy," and her world stopped. Like and subscribe to Inspiration Stories box. Rain poured heavily onto the crowded train station as people rushed to find shelter, but Zara sat quietly on a cold bench, hugging her thin blanket. Life had been merciless. Once a hard-working nurse, she lost her job, then her home, and finally her hope. Now she survived each day with nothing but the clothes she wore and the strength she had left. Her eyes were tired, shoulders trembling from the cold, yet she forced a small smile whenever children passed by, because kindness was the only thing she still owned. On that stormy evening, two identical twin girls approached her, each holding a small pink umbrella. Their dresses were soaked, but their eyes were bright with innocence. Zara smiled weakly. "Where are your parents, sweethearts?" she asked. Instead of answering, the girls looked at each other and then sat beside her as if she belonged to them. "You look sad," one whispered. "And cold," said the other. Then, after a moment of whispered discussion, both turned toward her and said the words that froze her breath. "You need a home, and we need a mommy." Zara's heart cracked open. "No, no, you shouldn't say things like that," she whispered, unable to hide her tears. But the girls held her hands tightly. Suddenly, a man dressed in a suit rushed toward them. His face was filled with worry. "Girls, I told you not to run off like that," he scolded. But the twins stepped aside and pointed at Zara. "Daddy, she's the one," they said confidently. The man's expression softened as he finally noticed the frail woman sitting alone in the cold. Like and subscribe to Inspiration Stories box for more uplifting stories. The man introduced himself as Adil Khan, a widowed single father and CEO of a large tech firm. His wife had passed away 2 years ago, and since then, the twins, Alicia and Alina, had been longing for a mother's love. "I'm sorry if they scared you," Adil said gently, offering Zara his coat. "They've been telling me for months that they'll choose their own mommy." Zara chuckled softly, though tears continued slipping down her cheeks. "They're sweet, but I'm not someone they should choose," she whispered, ashamed of her homelessness. But Adil wasn't looking at her clothes. He was looking at the softness in her eyes. "Where is your family?" he asked. Zara lowered her gaze. "Gone," she answered. That single word carried years of pain. The twins hugged her tightly, refusing to let go. "Daddy, she's kind. She needs us too," Alina said boldly. For the first time in years, someone wanted her, not for help, but for love. Adil hesitated, conflicted, but the sincerity in Zara's trembling smile broke through his caution. He invited her for a warm meal, just to talk, but that simple dinner turned into hours of laughter, stories, and unexpected comfort. The twins clung to her as if they had known her forever. Days passed and Zara slowly became a part of their lives. She braided the girls' hair, helped with homework, and filled their home with the gentleness they had long forgotten. Adil watched this transformation with quiet admiration until one evening he finally said the words she never imagined hearing again. "Zara, would you consider being part of our family?" Tears streamed down her cheeks as the twins jumped into her arms. On the coldest night of her life, she had gained the warmest home, built not from walls but from hearts. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Inspiration Stories box for more beautiful stories.